Assalamu alaikum. Surah 7 of the Holy Quran. Al-Ara. Verses 33 to 89. I seek refuge in Allah from the devil the accursed. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Say, my Lord has only forbidden immoralities, what is apparent of them and what is concealed, and sin, and oppression without right, and that you associate with Allah that for which He has not sent down authority, and that you say about Allah that which you do not do, or that which you do not know. And for every nation is a specified term. So when their time has come, they will not remain behind an hour, nor will they precede it. O children of Adam, if there come to you messengers from among you relating to you my verses, scriptures, and laws, then whoever fears Allah and reforms, there will be no fear concerning them, nor will they grieve. But the ones who deny the verses, our verses, and are arrogant toward them, those are the companions of the fire, they will abide therein eternally. And who is more unjust than one who invents about Allah a lie, or denies his verses? Those will attain their portion of the decree until when our messengers, angels, come to them to take them in death, they will say, where are those you used to invoke besides Allah? They will say, they have departed from us, and will bear witness against themselves that they were disbelievers. Allah will say, enter among nations which have passed on before you of jinn and mankind into the fire. Every time a nation enters, it will curse its sister, until when they have all overtaken one another, the last of them will say to the first of them, our Lord, these have misled us, so give them a double punishment of the fire. He will say, for each is double, but you do not know. And the first of them will say to the last of them, then you had not any favor over us, so taste the punishment for what you used to earn. Indeed, those who deny our verses and are arrogant toward them, the gates of heaven will not be opened for them, nor will they enter paradise, until a camel enters into the eye of a needle. Never. And thus do we recompense the criminals. They will have from hell a bed, and over them coverings of fire, and those will be recompensed. And thus do we recompense the wrongdoers. But those who believed and did righteous deeds, we charge no soul, except within its capacity. Those are the companions of paradise, they will abide therein eternally. And we will have removed whatever is within their breasts of resentment, while flowing beneath them are rivers. And they will say, praise to Allah, who has guided us to this, and we would never have been guided if Allah had not guided us. Certainly, the messengers of our Lord have come with the truth, and they will be called. This is paradise, which you have been made to inherit for what you used to do. And the companions of paradise will call out to the companions of the fire, we have already found what our Lord promised us to be true. Have you found what your Lord promised to be true? They will say yes. Then an announcer will announce among them, the curse of Allah shall be upon the wrongdoers, who averted people from the way of Allah, and sought to make it seem deviant while they were concerning the hereafter disbelievers. And between them will be a partition, a wall, and on its elevations are men who recognize all by their mark. And they call out to the companions of paradise, peace be upon you. They have not yet entered it, but they long intensely. And when their eyes are turned toward the companions of the fire, they say, our Lord, do not place us with the wrongdoing people. And the companions of the elevations will call to men within hell whom they recognize by their mark, saying, "Of no avail to you was your gathering and the fact that you were arrogant." Allah will say, "Are these the ones whom you, inhabitants of hell, swore that Allah would never offer them mercy? Enter paradise, O people of the elevations. No fear will there be concerning you, nor will you grieve." Then the companions of the fire will call to the companions of paradise, "Pour upon us some water, or from whatever Allah has provided you." They will say, "Indeed, Allah has forbidden them both to the disbelievers, who took their religion as distraction and amusement, and whom the world alike deluded. So today we will forget them, just as they forgot the meaning of this day of theirs, and for having rejected our verses. And we had certainly brought them a book, which we detailed by knowledge, as guidance and mercy to a people who believe. Do they await except its result? The day its result comes, those who have ignored it before will say, the messengers of our Lord have come with the truth. So are there now any intercessors to intercede for us, or could we be sent back to do other than what we used to do? They will have lost themselves, and lost from them is what they used to invent. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and earth in 6 days, and then established himself above the throne. He covers the night with the day, another night chasing it rapidly. And he created the sun, the moon, and the stars, subjected by his command. Unquestionably, his is the creation and the command. Blessed is Allah, Lord of the worlds. Call upon your Lord in humility and privately. Indeed, he does not like transgressors. And cause not corruption upon the earth after its reformation. And invoke him in fear and aspiration. Indeed, the mercy of Allah is near to the doers of good. And it is he who sends the winds as good tidings before his mercy, rainfall, until, when they have carried heavy rain clouds, we drive them to a dead land, and we send down rain therein, and bring forth thereby some of all the fruits. Thus will we bring forth the dead, perhaps you may be reminded, and the good land, its vegetation, emerges by permission of its Lord. But that which is bad, nothing emerges except sparsely, with difficulty. Thus do we diversify the signs for a people who are grateful. We had certainly sent Noah to his people, and he said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than him. Indeed, I fear for you the punishment of a tremendous day." He said the eminent among his people, "Indeed, we see you in clear error." Noah said, "O my people, there is not error in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. I convey to you the messages of my Lord, and advise you, and I know from Allah what you do not know. Then, do you wonder that there has come to you a reminder from your Lord through a man from among you, that he may warn you, and that you may fear Allah, so you might receive mercy?" But they denied him. So we saved him and those who were with him in the ship, and we drowned those who denied our signs. Indeed, they were a blind people. And to the odd we sent a brotherhood. He said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than him. Then will you not fear him?" Said the eminent ones who disbelieved among his people, "Indeed, we see you in foolishness, and indeed we think you are of the liars." Hud said, "O my people, there is not foolishness in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. I convey to you the messages of my Lord, and I am to you a trustworthy advisor. Then, do you wonder that there has come to you a reminder from your Lord through a man from among you, that he may warn you? And remember, when he made you successors after the people of Noah, and increased you in stature extensively? So remember the favors of Allah, that you might succeed. They said, "Have you come to us that we should worship Allah alone and leave what our fathers have worshipped? Then bring us what you promise us, if you should be of the truthful." Hud said, "Already have defilement and anger fallen upon you from your Lord. Do you dispute with me concerning mere names you have named them, you and your fathers, for which Allah has not sent down any authority? Then wait, indeed I am with you among those who wait." So we saved him and those with him by mercy from us. And we eliminated those who denied our signs, and they were not at all believers. And to the Thamud we sent their brother Salih. He said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than him. There has come to you clear evidence from your Lord. This is the she-camel of Allah sent to you as a sign. So leave her to eat within Allah's land, and do not touch her with harm, lest there seize you a painful punishment. And remember when he made you successors after the odd, and settled you in the land, and you took for yourselves palaces from its plains, and carved from the mountains homes. Then remember the favors of Allah, and do not commit abuse on the earth, spreading corruption," said the eminent ones who were arrogant among his people to those who were oppressed, to those who believed among them. "Do you actually know that Salih is sent from his Lord?" They said, "Indeed, in that with which he was sent we are believers," said those who were arrogant. "Indeed, we, in that which you have believed, are disbelievers." So they hamstrung the she-camel and were insolent toward the command of their Lord, and said, "O Salih, bring us what you promise us if you should be of the messengers." So the earthquake seized them, and they became within their homes, corpses fallen prone. And he, Salih, turned away from them and said, "O my people, I have certainly conveyed to you the message of my Lord, and advised you, but you do not like advisers. And we have sent Lot when he said to his people, 'Do you commit such immoralities as no one has preceded you with from among the world's peoples? Indeed, you approach men with desire instead of women, but you are a transgressing people.' But the answer of his people was only that they said, 'Evict them from your city. Indeed, they are men who keep themselves pure.' So we saved him and his family, except for his wife. She was of those who remained with the evildoers, and we rained upon them a rain of stones. Then see how was the end of the criminals. And to the people of Madian we sent their brother Shuaib. He said, 'O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than him. There has come to you clear evidence from your Lord, so fulfill the measure and wait, and do not deprive people their due, and cause not corruption upon the earth after its reformation. That is better for you if you should be believers. And do not sit on every path, threatening and averting people from the way of Allah, those who believe in him, seeking to make it seem deviant. And remember when you were few, and he increased you, and see how was the end of the corrupters. And if there should be a group among you who has believed in that with which I have been sent, and a group that has not believed, then be patient until Allah judges between us, and he is the best of judges," said the eminent ones who were arrogant among his people. "We will surely evict you, O Suhaib, and those who have believed with you from our city, or you must return to our religion." They said, "Even if we were unwilling, we would have invented against Allah a lie if we returned to your religion, after Allah has saved us from it. And it is not for us to return to it except that Allah, our Lord, should will. Our Lord has encompassed all things in knowledge. Upon Allah we have relied. Our Lord decide between us and our people in truth. And you are the best of those who give decision."